Sure. Let's talk about the State of the Union.
State of the Union. So here's what we watched it live. We provided commentary. I do think one of the funniest things about it is that Jack Posobiec leaked the script, his entire script, in the middle of his speech. So we're watching. We've got 40 some odd thousand live viewers at the time, and I'm reading his words before he even says them, which I get it. They have speech writers, but it really did make it feel so much more plastic. Like someone wrote this for him and he was just saying whatever. It didn't feel real. Well, it felt to me like he was saying a bunch of bad things were happening.
Yes, he was.
Police brutality killed this person. He didn't mention people are smuggling eggs over the Mexican border, but he said a lot of, don't worry, we will do things in the future.
His party has been in power for the past 2 years, and they've done nothing but destroy our country and make it worse and increase inflation and open our borders. So why didn't they do it then? We're battling this in committee right now, natural resources and oversight. Democrats are saying, we want to work to do this. We want to work to secure the border and have immigration reform. Well, why didn't you do any of it in the last 2 years? You had every ability to pass whatever you wanted, and you didn't. And Tim, I kind of wish I would have had his script because Matt Gaetz and I were sitting together on the House floor, and we were wishing that Joe Biden would just turn around the teleprompter so we could read it ourselves, because half the time we were saying, what did he just say?
Yeah.
We think he's talking about big tech. I don't know.
There was a crazy point where he said, you could see in the closed caption, he said, if Republicans try to raise the cost of prescription drugs, I will veto it. But what he actually said was, if Republicans try to raise drugs, I'll veto it. Yes. And the Democrats all stood up and started clapping for it. And I was like, what are they clapping for? The tone. Ian's trying so hard to talk.
Well, see, what y'all couldn't see were the applause lights flashing.
Yeah. So. But let me ask you about one of the most contentious moments. He said that Republicans want to do away with Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and then immediately the Republicans start booing and saying no. I can say from what I've seen from the speeches and from the news reports, that's not true. Right. And I can only assume he's lying on purpose for political power.
Right, because they saw how effective this was when Paul Ryan started talking about Social Security and Medicare. And, he's pushing Granny off a hill. He's going to kill Granny. And they saw the effectiveness in that and haven't stopped. Even in my first election, the Democrat that I was running against was saying that I was going against these things. I was like, wait, this hasn't been any of my talking points. This isn't part of any of my contract with Colorado that I've laid out and what I plan to do when I get to Washington, D.C. And so they're just starting this rhetoric all over again because they want to scare people. They understand the power of fear, and that's how they govern. And I won't govern out of fear. I won't be governed by fear. And they see this as a powerful tool to just scare people into falling in line.